Hey you, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lali if you're new here, and welcome. I make videos about nursing, and more nursing. If that interests you, you're more than welcome to subscribe to this channel. Without further ado, let's just get into this video. And in today's video, I am hotter by 1 degree. Yes, I am. I finally completed my master's degree in nursing. And I am so excited and so happy that I was able to finish that. If you've been with me since day one, like I literally have been making a video like every so often, kind of like going through the process and everything. Literally, I go over everything that I have been through while I was in the program. So if you missed out on some of those videos, I think I have like a thread where you can see literally the first video and so on. So if that interests you, go ahead and watch that. But this video is the last video of that series. So because I am done, I just completed my practicum in April, and I just completed everything, like the whole process, completing the process of like being done, and the practicum itself. So I'm just gonna go over that part of this whole process. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the practicum. For my practicum, I decided to take I decided to do it about something. Then I ended up changing that whole idea. Actually, I changed it twice. The first time I wanted to do it in regards of, I wanted to do my practicum related to OBGYN. Since I've been an OBGYN nurse for like 6 years, I had a lot of experience there, and I had a great idea that I just wanted to do it. And then but if I were to do that, I needed to do my practicum at a place that served OBGYN patients, which I no longer work in. I am currently a school nurse, and I work at a school. So I was like, this is not gonna work out because that has nothing to do with that. So I ended up changing it to what the heck I changed it to? I changed it to mental health and teens, which is a really, really interesting topic, and it's a very important topic too. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do something in regards of mental health and teens, because where I work at, it's a middle school and high school, and I know mental health is a big issue in that community. So I was like, you know what, let me go for it and do that. Then I just started the whole program, and I started doing the practicum. Then something happened and I wasn't able to continue. There's a video already that I kind of like go over all that, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details. If that interests you, go right ahead and watch the last video before this one in that series. But I just had to stop, and then I changed the whole topic. The topic that I actually did my practicum on was teens and diabetes, because diabetes, it's like a big thing, right? And it starts from being a kid to being a teen and to being an adult. And if you do suffer from diabetes, it's just like a long going, right, chronic disease. So I was like, you know what, let's just go over like diabetes and ways to kind of like teach kids how to manage their chronic disease better. So that was the whole focus, right? How to help these kids manage diabetes, this chronic disease, in a way that they're able to do it, in a way that they'll be interested in doing it. So that was my whole practicum. Anyways, it was 6 different six different I am having brain fog. I also am suffering from daily chronic migraines, which is giving me a lot of brain fog, so bear with me. So I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, it was 6 different papers that I needed to complete. So I was able to, that was another issue. So when I switch, so I didn't complete the whole program when I started it, the practicum. I had to switch, and I think my last video I was going over this, how I was so mad because I needed to switch professors, and I had to do another, or instructor. I needed to have another one, and I was so mad because I was doing so good with it, with the one I was in. And after I figured it out and how to and I ended up changing the idea or the theme that I was doing my practicum in. After I changed it, I was doing really good. She was grading me well. I was getting 100s, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm doing good. I'm gonna keep going. Then I guess the term had ended, and I didn't know, so I couldn't finish the whole thing with the same instructor. So I was devastated. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not gonna happen. I'm gonna fail. Who knows how this other new one will be, which I heard it, she was like tough, and I was like, oh no, like I was crying. I was just devastated, and just my brain wasn't really working well. But I ended up passing this other instructor. She was a little tough, but she wasn't bad. Like, she was pretty good. So I did ended up having to re-enter a couple of grades. Not a couple of grades. Redo or resend papers a couple of times, but not that bad. So after I completed that, after you complete the practicum, every time you send a paper, you also have to submit 20 hours, because the practicum is a whole project. The practicum, if you're not familiar with what it is exactly, it's a project. Basically, it's a project, and you have to have a theme, and then they give you this paper. I'm gonna post it here somewhere so you guys can see. They give you this paper, and in the paper it tells you what, just answer the questions or whatever it is, and that's your project. And then you are going to choose a place where you're going to do your practicum in. I decided just to do it at my job, and I was able to do it at my job, which is I'm a school nurse, so it was at a school. And you have to do your project, has to be related to the population that you're in, or wherever you're doing your project in. So if you're doing it at a nursing home, you have to choose a topic that has to do with nursing home. Maybe how to help with acquired diseases when you're like in a nursing home. Like, what can we do to prevent getting all these diseases there? That's a good one, right? Because it relates to nursing homes. If you work at a hospital, that something that can relate, like that can work. But also, I don't know, like if you work in the ICU, or if you work in the respiratory unit or something like that, we can talk about respirators and how to avoid infections, or whatever the case may be. You choose that topic. Then after you choose the topic related to the place that you're doing it in, you don't necessarily have to do it at your place of work. It's just convenient, but you have to also make sure that the hours that you're submitting cannot be when you're working. So let's say if you work a job and you're there, you work 8 hours, let's say, or 6 hours. If you're going to do 2 hours per day, let's say, this is just me giving you an example, you have to make sure that you do it after work hours, or you can come in early and do 1 hour and 1 hour after. Something like that. Your preceptor, the person that you choose that will be the leader, or the one that's going to be helping you, that person needs to approve your hours. So you're going to submit your hours through the I'm going to try to show you too how to do, like, how that looks like. You're going to submit your hours through the program, right? And then it's like a whole app. It's like an app, or it's not an app, it's a website. So you submit it through that website, and then after you submit the hours, you have to your preceptor will have to go in and approve it. So once the preceptor approves it, then you submit it with your paper. So you have to have 20 hours per paper. The only paper that doesn't need one is your first paper. The rest will need one. So so 5 papers will need 20 hours each. and that's how you complete your 100 hours. Also, if you're doing the master's program in a, I believe, I forgot which one. There's one that requires a little bit more hours, and that requires 20 hours that you have to be on hand, like doing something on hand hours. And another thing is, like, when you're completing your hours, you don't necessarily have to be doing something, as in, I don't know, like being with patients or being with, you can also, like, the hours can be completed by having a meeting with your preceptor. Oh, you know, for an hour I met with my preceptor, that was the hour, you know, like doing things like that, meeting, which for the most part that's what I did, because like I said, I'm a school nurse, so it's not like I have patients. I just have my students come in, and if they needed me, they needed me. So there wasn't, and my preceptor was the principal. So there wasn't much that we could have done together to work on this project, other than a meeting or like doing certain other things that had to do with students. Sometimes she needed to review students' files, or do something, I don't know, that related a little bit with my my projects. Then we would do things together, but for the most part it was like meetings. You could also do video shots, video meetings, faculty meetings, and things like that. Those hours count towards your practicum. Okay, so that's just a tip for you. Don't just think that you have to do things in person with like patients or things like that. That just doing meetings and things like that also counts towards your hours. But yeah, so once I submitted everything, I was pretty much done. Then you receive an email basically stating that you're done. Then after that, you have to complete a form to receive your diploma. If your name is right and your address is right, if everything is right, then you're good. With me, my last name wasn't right. Like, they made me change my last name. When I started the whole schooling thing, they made me change my last name to, my last name is De Jesus. They wanted me to have it together. So it said De Jesus together. But my real last name is De Jesus. DE space JESUS. And that's how I wanted my diploma to look like. I don't want my diploma to look like different than my actual last name. A space counts. That's a big deal. Like, when it's together, it's DEJESUS, and then the J is lowercase. And to me, that just, it aggravates me. Like, I'm like, that's not my last name. So it's DE, you know, the D is capital E, space, capital JESUS. That's my last name. So I made sure that I changed that. And then that was pretty much it. I received my diploma like almost a month after I completed the program in March, and then I received it in April, and that was pretty much it. And then I'm done. I'm just like so excited to be done. I'll see if I can, I don't remember if I have my grades, but if I do, I think I took a picture of them, so I'll make sure that I'll show you guys, because I always show everything. Like, I've been showing you guys everything since day one. So I'll show you my grades. What else do I need to go over? I think that was pretty much it. So hopefully I'm not forgetting anything, but I just want to say thank you so much, guys, for your support. Thank you for watching all my videos, and just like being so supportive. Like, you guys have been so great, and I am so blessed to have you. I'm so blessed to be able to be doing these videos. Here comes Maya. And I am so happy that I am able to help someone. I share my videos, and you guys are so supportive, and just like ask questions, and I try my best to answer your questions and just to be there, you know. And I am happy that I have this channel and that I am able to share it with you. If you guys have questions, any concerns, anything that I didn't cover, please feel free to ask questions. Like, leave a comment down below, and then maybe I can make a video about it, or I'll try my best to answer your questions in the comment section. If you like this video, and if you were here since day one, please give me some thumbs up. Leave some thumbs up there, and definitely make sure that you subscribe if you haven't done so. All right, well, thank you. I will see you on my next video. Bye.